This week on Dedicated Discussions, yay! People bought Xboxes! Finally!
Unfortunately, Microsoft decided to cut 14% of its workforce shortly thereafter.
And stay tuned to the end of the episode for some of our info on San Diego Comic-Con coverage.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Jeremy.
And this is the Dedicated Server. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dedicated Discussions, where we talk about gaming news and what we think about it. I am Dan.
This is Jeremy.
How are you today, Jeremy?
Hoping that this recording saves properly, Dan.
Yes, this is our second attempt because
Third.
Yes, technology failing. Or third try making this episode. Let's go. I am excited for San Diego. How about you?
How could you not be excited for San Diego? I mean, it's Comic-Con.
Exactly. I mean, this is one of my dreams. This and Dragon Con are the two cons that I truly want to go to every year.
There's some stuff that happened with the guy that runs Dragon Con that kind of has me turned off from ever going to that show. Google it if you want to know what I'm talking about. But San Diego Comic-Con is the bucket list dream number one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we're actually going to be there at this time next week.
Yes, and we have so much coverage this coming up. Stay tuned to the end of the episode to exactly hear what we're going to be seeing there.
It's going to be pretty insane, people. You have no idea. Be jealous.
As for this week's episode, we have a lot of Xbox news for you.
Yeah, Microsoft went and had itself a week.
Yeah, it started off really good and then just kind of went like, oh.
That's awkward.
Yeah, exactly. First off, Xbox sales doubled, now being offered without the Kinect.
Double, you say?
Well, doubled for the month of June when compared to May.
Well, that's still a pretty good leap.
Yes, let's see. The exact quote off the Xbox Wire was, "Since the new Xbox One offering launched on July 9th, we've seen sales of the Xbox One more than double in the US compared to sales in May, and solid growth in the Xbox 360.
Well, I guess double or nothing is something, right?
It's not that bad.
No. But, I mean, it's to be expected. I mean, you drop anything in price by $100, and of course you're going to buy, especially if you wanted it.
I don't think the biggest issue here was the fact that, oh, hey, now they can get it without the Kinect. It's just, oh, hey, now we can get it for $100 less.
Yeah. I mean, the Kinect's still not... I mean, it's not vital to the Xbox One experience from what I can tell watching my brother play his. I don't have one, but, I mean, I can yell at a TV all I want to when I play my PlayStation. Hey, PlayStation, stop... stop screwing up on me, or don't, PlayStation, turn off. It doesn't do it either. So, if you don't have the Kinect, who cares?
Well, the issue is that it probably never will become crucial to the Xbox experience now that it is not required. So it's a curse, but it's a much larger blessing.
But at the same time, I mean, wasn't one of the big selling points during the announcement for the system the voice activation and all that
Absolutely.
jazz?
But it comes down to people want to play their games.
They don't want to yell at their TV? And
Well, the Kinect being involved basically came down to they were trying to make it more than just a game system. They were trying to make it a full home entertainment system.
True, but that's not what people want.
No, and you can, every time that they took the step towards making it more of a gaming console, it has improved their sales.
Yeah, they're still way behind PlayStation.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, they're taking steps in the right direction. First, the DRM requirement was lifted, but that was the day after its announcement.
Yeah, I don't even know if it lasted that long, but yeah.
And then the removal of the paywall for playing video games.
Yeah, that was kind of a dumb move as well.
Yes.
It seems like this system so far has been nothing but a series of dumb moves.
Personally, I feel like what they should have done is they should have released two versions. A higher-end home entertainment system and a poor man's Xbox just for the gamer.
You know what? I might have bought an Xbox if there was a poor man's version. No, I wouldn't have.
I will eventually.
Yeah, but it's got to be after you buy a PlayStation.
It is. I'm not gonna buy an Xbox before I buy a PlayStation.
Dan, you know who's not going to be buying an Xbox even if there was an affordable version?
You?
No, the 18,000 people that Microsoft laid off this week.
Ooh. Yes, that comes out to what? 14% of the total Microsoft workforce?
Yeah. Well, for those that don't know, today news broke right before we recorded this the first time that Microsoft was laying off 18,000 people in what is now the biggest layoff in company history.
We have a fantastic quote here, a bit long-winded. I'll try to cut it a bit short. But it says, "The first step to building the right organization for our ambitions is to realign our workforce. With this in mind, we will begin to reduce the size of our overall workforce by up to 18,000 jobs in the next year. Of that total, our work towards synergies and strategic alignment on Nokia devices and services is expected to account for 12,500 jobs, comprising both professional and factory workers." So their work with Nokia is what is causing a large portion of those.
Yes. And but the video game division didn't really escape unscathed. Xbox has decided to shutter Xbox Entertainment.
Yes. Xbox Entertainment Studios, otherwise known by some as Xbox TV, is closing down.
Dead.
Goodbye.
Dead as a doornail. Goodbye.
What was the lifespan on that?
A lot of people are lamenting the death of the studio, and it's kind of a little weird. I mean, it was barely around for a year.
Well, personally, I feel like this comes back around full circle to what we were saying before, where they were trying to make it into a full home entertainment system. Got that right the third time. And when that failed, they were like, "Oh God, we can't do this."
Yeah, at that point, it was going to cost them too much money to keep developing new shows. I mean, well, just so we're clear though, the Halo TV show, Halo Nightfall, still happening. They're not canceled.
They sunk way too much in, and this is the closest anyone's ever been to a full Halo feature or TV show that you can't take that away from the fans.
Yeah.
There would be an
At this point, though, who wants it? Do you even want to watch it anymore?
Well, you and me, we're not big Xbox people. I
don't have to be an Xbox person to go gaga over a Halo feature film or TV show. When Peter Jackson was first announced to be attached to Halo, I freaked out. I thought it would have been amazing.
Yes.
But if you're going to say no to Peter Jackson and you're going to shutter the studio that was helping produce your television show, it feels like it's going to get its budget cut at some point, and it's going to become some kind of add-on somewhere, and it's going to be awful.
It's going to be about the same as probably Forward Until Dawn.
Which I don't actually know anybody who watched that.
I did.
How was it?
Meh. There were 2 good episodes.
Man, they should have put that quote on the box for the release.
No, pretty much.
Halo.
It didn't.
How is it? Meh.
Master Chief only showed up in like 3 or 4 episodes in.
Well,
yes, it was a lot of story. It was a setup for Halo 4, and it was on its own. It was good, but it just didn't really fit in. It felt like a lot of fan service most of the time. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Well, fan service is important in these properties because at this point they have done nothing but alienate their fan base with these adaptations, and this is an opportunity to change all that.
Yes. I will say this about Forward Until Dawn. It stayed very true to Halo, but it just felt like on its own it would be if I didn't play Halo before.
Man. If I ever make a movie, Dan, you're doing all the box quotes.
Skip the first 30 minutes.
Meh. And I mean, this is gonna be interesting now because Sony is doing the same exact thing with their Powers TV show, which, if you remember correctly from E3, they spent a weird 10 minutes propping up to show a whole lot of nothing. The first casting announcement came out today. It was met with a thud.
But here's the thing. I'm still more excited for Powers than I am for Halo.
And I don't understand why that is. Halo is Halo.
Because Microsoft is giving up on it, like you said. But if Sony can do this and make it good, then they'll have a claim to fame saying, "Oh, hey, we were able to do this, and Microsoft couldn't."
It's yet another notch in the belt for Sony.
Yes.
Because at this point, let's be clear. While it doesn't matter to us who's winning and who's losing, they're losing. Microsoft is losing by a wide margin at the moment. And it's a very wide gap to try and make up, and I don't know if they're going to be able to do it at this point.
They probably won't. Xbox is probably going to always be lagging a little bit behind on the PS4.
Which is the way it should be.
Okay, let me take this opportunity real fast to say, I really don't care what you play, what anyone listening plays. It's your choice. It's whatever you want to play. I am a PS4 guy. Well, actually, I'm a PC guy.
So your opinion automatically doesn't matter.
Jeremy is a PS4 guy. And I know someone else who's a hardcore Nintendo guy.
That guy's weird. Yeah. I'm a hardcore Nintendo guy. What?
Anyway,
it doesn't matter. Tablet controllers.
Personally, I poke fun at the Xbox. I prefer PS4. It doesn't matter to me, this whole console war thing, but to these two companies, it does.
Thank you. That's a good segue, Dan. You want to know why?
Why?
Part of our San Diego Comic-Con coverage is covering a panel called Console Wars.
Yay!
The movie!
Woohoo!
Alright, people, at this time next week, the first day of Comic-Con will be in the books. We'll have been to Capcom. Dan will have been to Halo. We'll both have had hands-on with some of the games that you want to play, that we get to play and you don't. It's going to be a hell of a ride, folks, and we're hoping that you're going to be along with us.
And we also have some great opportunities. We're going to be seeing the unveiling of Mass Effect 4, and we're going to be talking to some of the industry's best voice actors, including Troy Baker, Kevin Conroy, and John DiMaggio.
We're going to hit all the gaming lounges, Sony, Xbox, Nintendo. We're going to go to all the publishers' booths and bug them for free stuff, and to let us play their games early, and we're going to report back to you guys live from the show on what we see.
Next week's episode will be a few days later because we want to take in the entire show before we report on it. If there's anything specific you guys want us to check out, feel free to let us know in the comments below.
Or click like on our Facebook page, links also below, and let us know what kind of pictures and all that you want to see. We're going to be posting a ton of them.
I'm bringing 3 cameras with me.
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on our San Diego episode.
And until then, I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Dan.
And this is the Dedicated Server.
Outro!
Booyah! Balls.